Do not ask me, Mr. Wormley.
Miss Prism, this is a matter of no small importance to me. I insist on knowing where you deposited the handbag that contained that infant.
I left it in one of the cloakrooms at one of the large railway stations in London.
What railway station?
Victoria, the Brighton one.
I must retire to my room for a moment. Gwendolen, wait here for me.
If you're not too long, I will wait all my life.
This means
I dare not even suspect it. I need hardly tell you. Families of high position, strange coincidences are not supposed to occur. They are hardly considered the thing. Uncle Jack seems strangely agitated.
Well, it's a very emotional nature.
His voice is extremely unpleasant. It sounds as if we're having an argument. I dislike arguments of any kind. They are always vulgar and often convincing.
Stop now.
Suspense is terrible. I hope it will last.
Miss Prism, is this the handbag? Examine it carefully before you speak. The happiness of more than one life depends on your answer.
It seems to be mine. Yes. Here is the injury it received through the upset of a Gower Street omnibus in younger and happier days. And here on the lining is the stain caused by the explosion of a temperance beverage, an incident that happened at Leamington. And here are my initials. I'd forgotten that in an extravagant mood I had them placed there. The bag is undoubtedly mine. I'm delighted to have it so unexpectedly restored to me. It's been a great inconvenience being without it all these years.
Miss Prism, more is restored to you than this handbag. I was the baby you placed in it.
You?
Yes, Mother! Unmarried? I do not deny that is a serious blow. But after all, who has the right to cast a stone against one who has suffered? Cannot repentance wipe out an act of folly? Why should there be one law for men and another for women? Mother, I forgive you!
There is some error. There is a lady who can tell you who you really are.
Lady Bracknell, I hate to seem inquisitive, but would you kindly inform me who I am?
I'm afraid the news I have to give you will not altogether please you. You are the son of my poor sister, Miss Moncrief, and consequently, Algernon's elder brother.
Algy's elder brother? Then I had a brother after all. I always said I had a brother. I knew I had a brother. Cecily Howard-Job ever doubted that I had a brother. Oh, Dr. Chasuble, my unfortunate brother. Miss Prism, my unfortunate brother. Gwendolen, my unfortunate brother. Oh, Algy, you young scoundrel. You had better treat me with more respect in the future. You have never behaved to me like a brother in all your life.
Well, till today, I admit. I have tried, but I've been a little out of practice.
My own. But what own are you? What is your name? I'll become someone else.
Good heavens, I've quite forgotten that point. Your decision on the subject of my name is irrevocable, I suppose.
I never change, except in my affections.
What a wonderful sweet nature you have, Gwendolen.
Then the question had better be cleared up at once. Aunt Augusta, a moment. At the time when Miss Prism placed me in the handbag, had I been christened already?
Every luxury that money could buy, including christening, was lavished on you by your fond and doting parents.
Then I was christened. That is settled. Now, what name was I given? Let me know the worst.
Being the eldest son, you were naturally christened after your father.
Yes, but what was my father's Christian name?
I cannot at present moment recall what the general's Christian name was, but he did have one. He was eccentric, I mean, but only in later years, and that was the result of an Indian climate, and marriage, and indigestion, and other things of that kind.
Algy, can't you recollect what our father's Christian name was?
Oh, my dear fellow, we were never even on speaking terms. He died before I was a year old.
His name would appear in the army lists of the period, I suppose, Aunt Augusta?
The general was essentially a man of peace, except in his domestic life. I would be quite sure that his name would appear in any military directory.
The army lists of the last 40 years are here. Those splendid records should have been my constant study. Where are we? M. Generals, Madam, Maxbone, Magley, what ghastly names they have. Markby, Migsby, Mobs, Moncrief, Lieutenant, 1840, Captain, Lieutenant Colonel, Colonel, General, 1869, Christian names, Earnest, John. I have always told you, Gwendolen, that my name was Earnest, haven't I? Well, it is Earnest after all. I mean, it naturally is Earnest.
Yes, I remember now. The General's name was Ernest. I knew I had some particular reason for disliking the name.
Ernest. I felt from the first you would have no other name.
Gwendolen, it is a terrible thing for a man to find out suddenly that all his life he's been speaking nothing but the truth. Can you forgive me?
I can, for I feel you are sure to change.
Oh, my own one.
Oh, the dishes!
Gwendolen, at last!
You are showing signs of triviality.
Oh, on the contrary, Aunt Augusta. I have now realized for the first time in my life the vital importance of being earnest.